Up, we have open, plain corruption out in plain sight. And this is a guy that I follow on Twitter. I don't tweet that much. I just go there to kind of see what's going on in the MAGA world. And his name is Spencer Hakeemian. And he has been following very closely all of these trades and tariffs. And there's always insider trading before. So here's just a timeline of the most recent one, but you can go follow this guy on Twitter. He'll show you every single tariff, every single announcement about copper that Trump has done. And there's all sorts of just blatant online corruption that you can see that's completely out in the open now. Okay. So he says they aren't even hiding it anymore. NASDAQ futures start aggressively selling off at 7:52 p.m. and he marks it in the green circle for no reason whatsoever. Trump announces tariffs on Canada, Europe, and the rest of the world at 8:06. NASDAQ bottoms 4 minutes later at 8:10. You don't even need room temperature IQ to figure out what is happening here. So basically what he's saying, for no reason whatsoever, there's this huge market movement, right? And then so all of these people that are around Trump or that Trump's alerted, and you may remember there was that time in the Oval Office where Trump was even bragging, oh, this guy made a bunch of money, this guy made a bunch of money. So basically Taco Tits, President Taco Tits, is just openly enriching himself and a few of his buddies. I'm sure that Howard Nutlick is one of them that's just doing it. And they're laughing all the way to the bank. And the American people are suffering because nobody fights for the American people in the MAGA movement. They just lie to the American people. But you would think Ted Cruz, after what he just went through in his state, the horrific, heartbreaking floods that so many families are waking up this morning, and you would just start to ask, why? Why weren't we alerted? We have all these satellites in the sky. We live in the modern world. Why didn't we know? Well, it's because MAGA and Elon Musk defunded the National Weather Service, and the one key player that was supposed to be in the San Antonio office had resigned due to Doge cuts when he received a letter, resign or leave. So he resigned, and they hadn't replaced him. And these are people's lives. So what you would think that Ted Cruz, he's a big Christian guy, talks about his faith all the time, God bless Donald Trump, would just be in D.C. fighting like hell to make sure the National Weather Service was funded. Much to my surprise, here's what Ted Cruz has been doing. Texas Senator Ted Cruz is pushing for an additional $250 billion in aid to Israel just days after Texas was hit by a devastating flood. And I guarantee you, in Israel, they have emergency alert systems that are not getting defunded. I guarantee you, people are not filing for medical bankruptcy, and everybody has health care, and we're sending them $250 billion. It seems like the only thing that we have in common in Congress, the only bipartisanship that I clearly see in this horrific MAGA regime, is we're beholden to Israel, a country right now that kills children every day. If you get outside of the United States of America news cycle and you get on other international news sites, I got on this morning. Yesterday, there were some kids at a relief center, and these 4 little kids are dead, completely dead by the Israelis. And that's the only bipartisan support that we seem to have in Congress right now, killing Palestinians. This has got to stop. How on earth does this help quell anti-Semitism? How on earth does this help Americans that don't have health care, that have a system rigged against them? How, Ted Cruz? It doesn't, because you're all fucking liars. It's gross. We need to have a political movement that completely untethers our political leaders from all of this bullshit so that they can fight for the American people. Because when people fight for the American people, MAGA will have you believe it's radical. It's radical to fight for working class. It's a radical idea for somebody to have health care. It's a radical idea to let people love who they want to love. None of that is radical. What's radical is wanting to send $250 billion to Israel when the leader of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, should be in jail for fucking war crimes. That's the radical thing. All right, that's all I have for today.